Sony's APS-C lineup has been in an interesting place over the past few years. Strong, reliable, and consistently well-engineered, but rarely disruptive. The Sony A6700 fits that description perfectly. It is widely regarded as one of the best hybrid APS-C cameras ever made, offering excellent autofocus performance, strong video tools, and a balanced feature set that suits a wide range of creators. But even with all of its strengths, it still felt like an evolution rather than a turning point. It improved what already existed instead of changing the direction of the system. That is why the growing noise around the Sony A6900 feels so different. There is a noticeable shift in tone when people talk about the Sony A6900. It is no longer just about what features might be added. It is about what Sony might be trying to do with APS-C as a whole. The rumors suggest more than a routine refresh. They point toward a more intentional move, almost like Sony is preparing to reposition APS-C as something more serious within its ecosystem. For years, APS-C has often sat in the shadow of full frame, treated as a stepping stone rather than a destination. The way the Sony A6900 is being discussed hints at a possible change in that mindset. As always, none of this is confirmed. The Sony A6900 has not been officially announced, and every detail currently circulating belongs to the rumor space. Still, what makes these leaks interesting is that they are not scattered or random. They form a fairly consistent picture that aligns with both industry trends and Sony's own technological direction. At the center of that picture is a new 33-megapixel stacked APS-C sensor. If this sensor turns out to be real, it would be a major development for the APS-C format. Stacked sensor technology is not just about adding more pixels. It is about speed, efficiency, and responsiveness. By allowing data to be read much faster from the sensor, it reduces rolling shutter, improves autofocus tracking, and enables higher continuous shooting speeds. In real-world use, that means better performance when capturing fast-moving subjects, smoother video readout, and a more immediate, responsive shooting experience overall. Paired with this sensor is a rumored next-generation processor, often described as an XR2 class chip. This is where performance expectations rise sharply. The Sony A6900 is said to be capable of extremely fast burst shooting, potentially up to 30 frames per second using an electronic shutter and around 15 frames per second mechanically. Those numbers place it firmly in high-performance territory, especially for wildlife and sports photography where timing is critical. However, performance at this level usually comes with limitations. One of the most frequently mentioned concerns is buffer depth. While the camera may be able to shoot extremely fast bursts, it may not sustain them for long durations. This creates a very specific shooting behavior: short bursts of intense speed followed by pauses while the camera processes data. It is a common trade-off in compact, high-speed systems, but it will still be an important factor in real-world use. Stabilization is another area where the Sony A6900 is expected to improve significantly. Rumors suggest an in-body image stabilization system capable of up to 8.5 stops of compensation. If accurate, this would be a major leap forward for handheld shooting. Stronger stabilization does not just reduce blur, it changes how freely a camera can be used. It allows slower shutter speeds, more stable handheld video, and greater flexibility in low-light situations without relying heavily on external support. Design changes appear to focus on usability rather than dramatic redesign. Early reports suggest a slightly larger body compared to previous APS-C models, likely to improve grip and handling. This may not sound like a big change, but ergonomics often matter more in daily use than raw specifications. A deeper grip, better button placement, and more customizable controls can significantly improve the shooting experience, especially during long sessions. On the video side, the Sony A6900 seems to prioritize practicality over extreme specifications. Instead of chasing 8K recording, the focus appears to be on high-quality 4K workflows. This includes oversampled 4K at 60 frames per second and 4K at 120 frames per second with a slight crop. This approach suggests Sony is aiming for clean, reliable footage rather than pushing resolution for marketing appeal. It also helps manage heat and processing demands more effectively. One of the more debated rumored decisions is the storage configuration. The Sony A6900 is expected to feature a single CF Express Type A card slot. On the positive side, this enables very fast data handling, which is essential for high-resolution and high frame rate recording. On the downside, it removes redundancy. For many professionals, dual card slots are not optional, they are a safety requirement. A single slot system introduces risk, even if performance is improved. When compared to the Sony A6700, the potential changes become more meaningful. The A6700 is a capable and well-rounded camera, but it reflects a more conservative design philosophy. Its 26-megapixel sensor delivers solid image quality, but in a market where APS-C sensors are gradually increasing in resolution, it can feel slightly limited for users who rely heavily on cropping or fine detail extraction. Wildlife photographers, in particular, often benefit from every extra pixel they can get. Stabilization on the A6700 is good, but not industry-leading. It performs well in most situations, but more advanced IBIS systems can provide noticeably better results in challenging environments. Similarly, while the compact design is appreciated for portability, some users feel that handling could be improved with a more substantial grip or better physical control layout. In the end, the Sony A6900 represents more than just a rumored upgrade. It represents a potential shift in how Sony views APS-C going forward. Instead of a secondary category, it could become a performance-driven platform with its own identity. Whether that vision fully materializes depends on Sony's final decisions. But if even part of what is being discussed becomes reality, the Sony A6900 may not just continue the line, it may redefine what the line is supposed to be.